Let's talk about something that used to make me cringe, niching. As a holistic practitioner for the longest time, I thought picking a niche was like putting myself in a box. It was like picking a prison. Like I'd be locking up parts of myself, parts of my work, just to make it easier to sell. Honestly, I'm not really sure if I really understood what it was for. I kept hearing it all the time, but I never fully got it. No one had ever explained it to me in a way that like resonated truly, honestly, in a way that I felt like I could still lead a mission-driven business that felt like me. If you're someone whose work is deeply personal, it's intuitive, it's multifaceted, multi-layered, you're certified in lots of different modalities, and you've mixed and matched and put things together to create your kind of like special sauce, to create your unique key code. I get why the idea of niching might feel wrong, even dangerous, but definitely not aligned. However, what I've come to realize and what I want to talk with you about today, and probably a lot about the content that I'm going to be putting out, is how niching, it isn't a cage. When done properly, when done in alignment, when you understand why, fundamentally why it's vital to do it, it can become a compass. It doesn't limit your reach. It multiplies your resonance. This shift changed everything in my business. It made my work feel clearer, lighter, and way more aligned. It made me want to show up again every single day after a few years of feeling like I'm not sure if I can keep going. I'm not sure if this is the end because I can't keep doing whatever I've been doing. So if you've been feeling foggy, scattered, or like you're spinning your wheels, confused, like you're wearing a blindfold, this might help you too. When I started building Ren years and years ago, I wanted to help everyone because the work that we do is so universally relevant. Breath work, nervous system repair, self-awareness, spiritual tools, healing tools, we all need that. And I had receipts. I'd worked with college athletes, professional athletes, postpartum moms, CEOs, trauma survivors, and they all got results. So the idea of narrowing down, it felt arrogant. It felt irresponsible. It was like someone was telling me to throw a dart at a board and just going with what it landed on. Also felt like I was saying that some people didn't deserve the work that I do. But here is what I did not realize at the time that I do realize now. When you try to talk to everyone, you end up connecting with no one. I was burning out trying to make my message make sense to every type of person at the same time, which is impossible. It's crazy making. I felt insane. The idea of writing a description for an offer or on our website seemed like torture. Something that should be quite simple and easy seemed so insanely difficult. My content started sounding like more of like a wellness smoothie with too many ingredients. It was technically healthy, but it was confusing. It was forgettable. I was hopping from this offer to that offer. It was costing me time, energy, money, and worst of all, clarity. I started losing sight of who I was because I didn't know what to offer. Ultimately, I wasn't connecting with enough people to feel that sense of accomplishment that I get when I'm doing what I feel like I'm here to do. So I started to zoom in. I asked myself, who really gets the best results with me? Who am I naturally drawn to serve without shape-shifting or translating what I do? Who is bringing out my best work right now, today? And slowly, it clicked. It wasn't limiting my business. I was locating the center of gravity of it. Here's what I've seen over and over and over again, not just in myself, but in the dozens of practitioners and entrepreneurs and healers and coaches that I work with. A clear niche creates momentum. It is how we can start and launch and sustain something. A vague niche, which is really no niche at all, it is ultimately noisy because when people are reading what you put out, they can't understand it. There's too much happening at once, especially someone that's not an expert in what you do, which ideally your clients are not. They can't hear it, and it brings more dissonance sometimes and confusion because they really can't see themselves in what you are saying. The process of finding a niche, it brings clarity. That clarity saves you time. It saves your audience time. It saves you money because you're not constantly wasting it on trial and error messaging, writing copy over and over and over and over again, spending hours of not knowing what to say. It can make you money because trust builds faster when people feel seen. It even saves you energy because you're no longer trying to morph into someone different depending on who's watching or depending on who you think might see this. Ironically, the more precise I became, the more people started showing up, even outside of my niche. Why? Because they could feel me, they could hear me. I started becoming magnetic. So I started saying, niching isn't a box. It's more of like a lighthouse. It helps the people that you are meant to serve find you. It helps people find you in the fog of 2025, of so much going on, information overload. If you're in that in-between place where your work is real and powerful, but your business, your practice still feels chaotic, inconsistent, fuzzy, confusing, niching likely might be the thing that unlocks momentum. And you might not want to hear that. I know, I'm so sorry. But it's not a marketing trick. It's not a formula. It's a practice of getting honest about who you can serve right here, right now, today, who you can find, and how you can start building momentum. Niching is a permission slip to get off that hamster wheel, to stop spending so much time trying to translate what you do and actually start transmitting, like really start seeing your work in the world landing over and over and over and over again. It will take you deeper into integrity. It will take you deeper into your mission. And look, I'm still in this process. I'm still refining. This isn't a final answer. It is an ongoing process, but what I do know is my business and my work feels better now. It feels more like me. It feels more like something I can sustain. It feels more like something I want to do every day. So if this resonates with you, if it sparked something, I'd love to hear from you. You can comment, you can send me a direct message, an email, you can book a clarity call with me if you want to in real time start to explore your own practice and what you have going on. All the links below. And I want to end with a ring realization of the week. Your niche, it's not about exclusion. It's not about limiting your reach. It's about efficiency. It's about doing what you need to do to actually start reaching people. It is the fastest way to grow and find the people that you are meant to serve. See you next time.